is Peter Iverson, and I am a science teacher here at the Penn American School. I teach grade 9 biology, grade 12 AP environmental science, and I'm also the science coach for the primary school. When I consider the relationship between math and science and the connections there, I think about how math helps us understand science or study science. So for me, you can't do science in many cases without doing some math, or math is going to help you do science even better. You could do science, but maybe you won't be able to understand science as well without doing the math. So for me, sort of like a tool that we really should use a lot in science. Yeah, absolutely. I think someone could be, a scientist could be maybe studying to be a scientist, or could be trying to be a scientist and have some more difficulty with math. That's totally normal. But to be a scientist, you really should know some basic math that can help you. And that doesn't mean it's your favorite part of doing science necessarily, but it is definitely an important part to be able to collect data, to understand what those numbers mean, to graph them or analyze them with statistics and that sort of thing, or use mathematical modeling to make predictions or study a more complex phenomenon. So yeah, definitely. Honestly, it's useful in all areas of science, but in certain areas maybe more so. Definitely physics, you're going to use a lot more math. Um, Depending on the chemistry, you're going to use a lot of math. Astronomy, there's a lot of math in terms of distances and other measurements of things out in space. But that being said, like, I've done mostly biology, and I've used a lot of math as well to understand better what was happening that I was studying. Well, logic, science, and math are almost like three synonyms, or like they're three words that are very related, they're very connected. If you think logically, you often are being a critical thinker, and you're maybe going through some scientific process thinking, or you might be more apt to follow a set pattern of problem solving in math. Logic is all about using your evidence to build your knowledge and kind of lead your own thinking, which is definitely what we do in science and definitely what I'm sure you're doing in math as well. So they're all forms of thinking logically, in my mind at least. I think that I sort of mentioned, but there's all different kinds of math, just like there's all different kinds of science. And you might not love all kinds of science, you might not love all kinds of math, but if you enjoy science a lot, don't feel frustrated or feel like you have to give up because maybe you don't feel great at math, or your vision of yourself is you're not good at math, because you'll definitely find the right help along the way to get you there for sure. So stick with it and don't give up.